The total revenue for the top 20 revenue-generating clubs in 2021 to 2022 worldwide stood at $9.87 billion, an increase of 13% compared to the $8.8 billion reported by the Money League clubs of 2020 to 2021 and was only marginally lower than pre-pandemic levels, also $9.87 billion, in 2018 to 2019. The rise was driven by the return of fans after two COVID-hit seasons, with matchday revenue increasing from $119 million in 2020 to 2021 to $1.73 billion in 2021 to 2022. The return of fans brought the overall revenue split of clubs in line with pre-pandemic levels, with the top 20 clubs in 2021 to 2022 generating 15% of their revenue from matchday activities, 44% from broadcasting, and 41% from commercial sources, which was almost identical to the split recorded in 2018 to 2019. The graph shows revenue generated on an average matchday, broadcast and commercial by the top 20 clubs, in euros in millions, from 2015 to 2022. The historic powerhouses of FC Barcelona and Real Madrid are yet to recover revenue to their pre-pandemic levels, with the club's revenues down $218 million and $46 million, respectively, from 2018 to 2019, a year which saw them both generate revenue that would have enabled them to top the Money League in 2021 to 2022. Conversely, the chasing pack of Liverpool up $104 million compared to 2018 to 2019, Paris Saint-Germain up $19.5 million, and Chelsea up $59 million have outperformed their pre-pandemic levels, and in case of Manchester City, up $128 million, has risen to the top of the ranking in that time. Manchester City retained their position at the top of the Money League, and for the second time, City was the club to generate the highest revenue in world football overall. This caps off a rapid rise up the rankings, with the club having only broken into the top 5 for the first time in 2015 to 2016. This growth has been fueled by an increase in commercial revenue up $70 million to $400 million in 2021 to 2022, which is actually a new Premier League record. However, the lost revenue of these top 20 clubs was offset by a strong financial performance elsewhere, notably with West Ham generating $91 million, more than it did prior to the pandemic, with significant growth in all revenue streams. Liverpool was the biggest mover among the consistent clubs included in this and last year's edition of the Money League. The club rose 4 places from 7th to 3rd to achieve its highest position ever, and in doing so overtook Manchester United for the first time, on the back of a run to the Champions League Final 2022. In contrast to Liverpool, FC Barcelona reported one of the sharpest falls in the rankings, with the club dropping from 4th to 7th. This was primarily due to a 13% decline in broadcast revenues, which were partially attributed to underperformance in UEFA club competitions, in comparison to previous years.